Big Break Legacy is brought to you in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry. Last week on the Big Break Legacy,
I came up with actually tried to sell some artificial hair.
Contestants had a 2,000 Rand budget and 1 day to implement a profitable business.
Fashion store.
Which they quickly found out was not as easy as it seems.
Come buy for your woman as well, 10 Rand.
Business ideas and opportunities are everywhere, but it takes a certain type of person to spot them. It takes an entrepreneur, someone who can recognize an opportunity and turn it into a successful business. South Africa needs world-class entrepreneurs. The Big Break Legacy is going to find one. From thousands of hopefuls, 12 of the country's finest entrepreneurs made it through. From all walks of life, from all parts of the country. All with one thing in common: the drive and ambition to convince our 3 board members they should be the winner of a 5 million Rand investment prize. The Big Break Legacy.
You guys know what it means to not perform. It means that 2 people would be up for review. And the 2 people that were identified as up for review is Ntati and Charmaine. We appreciate that you made it to top 12, but unfortunately, one of you has to go. So Ntati, you stay. Charmaine, you lose out on the big break. Thank you for joining us.
Charmaine was the unfortunate entrepreneur sent home.
The person goes up for money twice. That raises a question.
Yay!
Jared, I told you we're gonna win the blue chip yesterday, remember? I told you.
The next morning, the contestants make their way over to the boardroom to be briefed by Ezra on their new task.
Hello guys. Informal recyclers are everywhere, and they're currently using unsafe flatbed trolleys to move their loads. You're going to be separated into 2 teams. We want the teams to construct a more economically, a better quality and safe prototype to carry tin cans. The board has decided to assign you into teams, so there's no selection of teams, and we've also assigned team leaders to those teams. The Newton's 4th team is Iftaka Sheikh, Sanele, Tati, Zama, and Kilebokhile. Iftaka, you are the team leader. The Litsatsi Inc. team is Deboho, Ntokozo, Adele, Chris Muller, and Tepiso. Chris, you are the team leader. And Jared, please won't you come forward as a blue chip.
As a blue chip from the last round, Jared has the advantage of picking which team he would like to work with.
Choice to choose which of the teams you want to join. Which one would it be?
It's a tough question. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm joking. I'll go with Newton's Force.
You're going with Newton's Force. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You may sit down. So the resources that we're giving you to execute this task are the MTN Business in a Box, budget of 3,000 rands, vehicles and drivers that are proudly sponsored by Chevrolet. Drivers available for your use from tomorrow at 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock for the next 2 days. Jared, your team, purely because of your blue chip status, will receive 500 rands additional to the 3,000 rands. You have 2 days to construct your prototype. On the 3rd day, we will test this at a site where we would be looking at the amount of weight that can go into your prototype, the speed and the safety aspect. Today you'd be expected to spend the time to really internalize the task, to strategize and to plan. Remember, we're evaluating you as individuals. We also want you to work as teams.
Both teams make their way over to their respective brainstorming rooms.
Entrepreneurship to get started, right there. Great stuff, guys. So Newton's Force. So
It's the brief about our street recycle collectors for cans. We were told it's unsafe the way they're doing it now with the flatbed trailers. They can't carry a lot of weight, it's difficult for them to get around, and we need to fix that. This is the first time since I got here that I'm actually properly excited about doing something.
and it's got to be economically viable, and it needs to be safe.
Speed and safety
And
weight are the
Weight.
big things, right?
Yes.
Will be measured on the amount of weight it can use, how easy it is to use, and how fast this thing can move.
Intercorso builds mobile units for a living. This should be easy for him.
The material that you can use is aluminium, so it can't go steel because aluminium is the lightest.
Okay, now I like Zama with your bicycle because that's going to make us go drive faster, because and it's easier to steer.
We need to incorporate a bicycle that will pull that cart.
Chris, as a team leader, we don't know how is that going to roll out, because Chris gets emotional very quickly, and Chris is the type of guy, when he's emotional he doesn't mind going so so in this instance we don't really know what to look forward to.
But we need to think out the box here in terms of what we want to do. Now, the way you can get the most cans, right, because the cans, each can will weigh so much, is by trying to compress them, so having a crusher.
To create more space, we need to squash. We need to squash, compact.
Yes,
So we need
compression
to create
definitely.
something that will compact the tins. But the last thing that you need to consider as well is the weight. So the type of axle that we need to use must be able to carry that load.
Yes.
So, all right, cool. So we've got the crusher in the system. What we need to focus now on how do we put it together? How do we actually build something? So you've got your bicycle thing that you can carry, right? We need to research those costs.
I'll try to get recycled materials in order
Sounds
to keep
good.
costs as low as possible.
And then on the design side, I would be really grateful if you could be a part of that.
No, that's
if you can help with the design side, because you do this.
Look,
for a living.
I live, I breathe,
Yes.
I speak
So
mobile units.
I understand my.
That's me.
Chris has the attention span of a wet cat. It's absurd.
And when they are crushed, how many more cans? And I'm thinking you probably put about 6 times more cans, just if I think about it, then you would 6 times more crushed cans than you would uncrushed.
No. Find out what the average load weight is.
Okay.
And then I think we need to see how close we can get to doubling that.
Let's get to it. Sure. Hundreds.
I haven't been within a team where he led, but he must just not want to be forever the correct one. It's not about him, it's not about me, it's about the team.
Each week, one lucky viewer will stand a chance to win a Google Nexus 7 tablet by simply SMSing their name, number, and answer to the question coming up later on in the show. All entries throughout the season will go into the grand prize draw, where you can stand a chance to win a Chevrolet Spark. Remember, look out for the question coming up later on in the show, so stay tuned. The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business.
No, he says the bicycle wouldn't work because it's too heavy.
But can you promise us that we will get it at 2 o'clock on Monday? Definitely. We Googled you on the internet. A bigger trailer with 2 boxes. Remember, we said we want this to be a multi-purpose trailer. And if I fail this, or if my team fails this, that means I should just leave my trailer business. I'm not supposed to be there.
So we were designing something that could carry more than what that thing carries, and something that moves in more faster than those trolleys of theirs.
I'll do the bicycle with the axle for you.
Yeah, with the
That's
axle.
no problem at all.
Yeah. If you can give it to us at a very low price, we'll appreciate it.
Right, okay.
I'll try and keep it as minimal as possible. so that we can market the product that will be successful.
Had a problem with guys that don't understand. Could you please speak a language I understand in front of me? So, you know, if you ask that 16 times and still they look at you and then look away and carry on, that's a bit of a story.
Okay. But we need to get material first.
Yeah.
I mean, transport for that's the last thing.
Hey, yeah, tatazela man lelentwana. Hey, does it?
While we stop at cash converters, we might as well stop for Coke. Something to drink.
There's some metal there, man. Some pipes. Don't say.
Millimeters. Then it's somewhere here. This is your 770.
Look, we need to get small wheels, so we need to go to macro.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying, accommodate for now.
So safety always comes first. So that's why I'm gokolos.
The first signs of leadership cracks are beginning to show.
Waiting for them waiting half an hour. It's not much of
It is.
This guy
it
waited
is for
over
them.
an hour.
There are a bunch of engineers that are doing us a favor.
And those engineers, without this, they're pointless.
No, they're not, because they put the frame together. Otherwise, I can tell them to go home right now.
No,
because
but don't threaten
sorry,
me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm not threatening you. What I'm saying is, this is a judgment call.
You are not hearing me. I'm saying, on our way to the house, we're dropping the sheets, we're dropping the mesh at a company right here.
Okay.
They're going to do the bending and cutting for us.
Okay.
So we just need to drop that and then go on our way for the guys to assemble.
Okay. Now, I thought we were stopping there to pick up the mesh, negotiate with them first.
No.
Okay. Then we sort it.
Cool. So just chill. It's okay. Just chill, listen, and things will be okay.
All right.
Listen to the experts, Chris. He does this for a living.
We've just come out of macro to try to find out the prices on flatbeds and the wheels. They don't have it on sale available, so they directed us to another place where they are sure that we will find the things that we are looking for.
Iftikhar has found a private supplier for his bicycle.
So this is what we did. We went around calling people. Eventually we found some people who have old, useless bicycles.
Normal drinking can.
Sanele visits the engineers.
Just tackling, you can get a concave shape on the sides. One by
This
one.
is flat.
This is flat.
We're going to have a base out of mesh. Maximum, how much do you think it will cost? I think the bike we can get for between 500 and 800 rand.
How much would it be to print in color on a simple A4 and laminate it? We're trying to get a discount, which is very possible right now. We're going to talk to the owner. Color printing on white paper and lamination thereof. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Drawing what has to be done.
It's just a box, bending it into 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But we'll give you the dimensions when you come here on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So right now we just wanna leave the material.
Okay. Oh, let's get a trolley then.
Okay.
There you go. You see this thing here? This is 60 kgs of cardboard, right? If I gave you 60 kgs of cans, which is heavier?
Cardboard. The cardboard is heavy.
No, 60 kgs of cardboard is the same as 60 kgs of cans.
No, but what I'm trying to say is the bulk. I mean, you're talking about the bulk.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we should rethink this rickshaw.
Hello.
Listen, I stopped one of these guys with the trolleys. You know the guys pushing the informal recyclers?
Yes, sir.
So I said to him, okay, well, what if we built something like a bicycle, like with pedals, like a bicycle with a cart, and we put the weight at the back? And he says the same thing that, you know, we discussed yesterday. It's just too heavy to move such a thing. So should we go with the rickshaw idea that we had?
Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to take a flatbed concept.
Sanele makes an important decision for the team's prototype.
He's telling me that these guys can do everything that we need. It'll cost us under 2,800 Rand. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go meet up with Sanele. He's actually at another engineering shop.
That fits at the back of a car or whatever, you can put it on and paste it on.
35.
35 Rand a meter. Okay? And
Jose, are you going to give it to us for free?
What? Why is that?
We just need a meter.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
You'll give it to us.
Yes.
That would be so sweet. These guys have been very helpful and they've given us a big discount on everything. Guys, we're really kind. Thank you. Bye.
The thing, I'm going to try and see now if I can cancel my flight and leave on Tuesday. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Say something, guys.
I really appreciate that. No, but the problem is it's... let me speak to my wife. You guys are going to give me a note. Yeah, so just I should only be one big one. I'm going to leave Tuesday morning. Yeah? Try and just let it run. You guys need to be at Monday morning early. Very early. In your overalls and in your spanners and your money.
Gaan het lekker man, lekker te zien.
Let me take this too.
Straight in there.
The guys arrive at the handyman's place and help him to assemble it.
Hey, how's it, bro? Good on you. Good, bro.
Are you not going
guys, quickly, if we may just talk.
Yeah.
So what we need to go do,
We have a braking mechanism.
with a braking mechanism, everything. Let's go talk to him. Sure.
The idea, I think I'll let him pitch it, but we've already pitched the concept and there were some few modifications to that.
And we've come up with a bicycle and a trailer.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, they can actually grab this thing and then use it manually.
Okay, yeah.
But generally it will be attached to the bicycle.
Okay.
Almost done for the day.
It's a lot, eh? We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, bud. I'll keep on pursuing.
Thanks for that.
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business.
I wanted to go.
I want you to see the prices.
Just buy it from inside.
We're at the residence of Mr. Garabo Dick, and he has been so kind to sell us a bicycle for 200 Rand.
Sorry.
Oh, don't fall. Is it something that we can fix today?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you cheap, Chris.
There you go. Very, very straightforward, very robust.
Types of helmets that we have for the guy's safety, you know?
Yeah.
Do you actually take this one?
We've just arrived here at Eagle Canyon Cycles. The bicycle that we bought has some problems with its...
Bring it in, let's have a quick look at it.
We'll do so. Thanks, Tony.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, this only the front one needs a new inner tube. No. This comes on the outside of the tire. Prevents just thorns and stuff from going through. New tube.
Comes to 385, and I'm going to do it for you at 195, which is half the price.
That's the second discount the girls managed to get.
Same concept I'm going to use for the side so that you can access
Let's say 30 kgs of cans in the back, like a trailer, and a bicycle. You think you'll be able to help you? It'll help you?
It can help me. I have to drive it, so that I have to control it. If I drive it, I have to control it.
Are you prepared to stay with us today, yeah? No, listen. We'll take you later, and I will give you money today. Then I want you to test it. Then maybe you can load this thing in there and go take it there. We're trying to manufacture something to make your lives easier.
Newton's Fourth asked an actual informal recycler to test their vehicle. Quite clever, actually.
We'll bend it here. We bend it here and 200.
Ntokozo and Tebogo arrive at the steel merchant.
So that we can be able to know 2.5 millimeters this side, 2.5 millimeters this side. Yeah. So it overlaps. Yeah, it overlaps.
Chris arrives at the hardware store.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So he just plugs the three Marco and the guys here at Buco have been fantastic. They've helped us out, given us discounts, given us some free offcuts of wood to get this sorted. It's an absolutely brilliant bunch of people right here.
Yes, it's Ezra. Ezra.
Come hold it, Jed.
Push that.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I can use it. I can use it. It's looking big than the trolley, but it's so easy than the trolley. Easy job, easy thing, easy anyway.
So we got our crusher made. We actually got quite a bargain. Like, we had 2 hours worth of labor done.
My man. Okay.
Thank you, Togoza. I appreciate your effort, man. Thank you so much. All right, bro. Bye.
And Tokozo and Tebogo have opted to stay all night at the handyman's and help him finish the prototype.
The timing again has been horribly out there, only now welding the axle. But both the guys got the skills to do this. It's not like they're useless.
Okay.
They can do this. I mean, Togoza does it for a living.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure if he says he can get it done, he can get it done.
And just roll it with your hand. Love you, man. Sweet, my brother. Thank you.
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business. The morning of the test day and both teams should be ready to leave with their completed vehicle.
We got this, but without the top. The clamp that was supposed to be fitted to the back of the bicycle does not fit the bicycle. It's neither fitted to the trailer. We've been up since the 1 o'clock, 1:30 that they arrived. They came in and said, no, they're very tired, they are going to bed. So they went to bed. We unpacked, myself and Tsepi and Adele unpacked the trailer. I will not play games that way. I do not do unethical business. I do not do unethical games. If that's the way they want to play it, they can go themselves.
This really doesn't make it look good. I just need to call the table. There's been some sabotage. I need to prove my leadership skills.
Guys, no! What are you guys doing? What are you doing? No, we're putting it that way because we don't have the sides.
I don't understand why you guys are coming here and being dramatic about
Because
it.
it's not dramatic. I've been up the whole bloody night fixing this mess while you were sleeping.
Listen, can we just put this
And
back
again, I
as
don't
is?
appreciate your tone. You can't.
Listen, you're not my father, please.
I do not appreciate
Don't point
your
your
tone.
finger at me.
Okay, I'm not going to point the finger at you. Are you an expert in building trailers now?
Oh, it doesn't look like you are.
I just woke up now at 5, which basically means I've slept 2.5 hours.
Yes, you did.
How many hours did you guys sleep?
Nothing. Not one wink.
No, you don't need to be dramatic about
I'm not being
it.
dramatic.
Can we stop the drama, guys? Can we come up with a solution about now?
Talk like a normal human
Can
being.
we come up with
Do
a
whatever you want.
solution?
Do whatever you want.
What was the problem with what we did?
The problem is that was not used the right way.
I'm just saying consult before we make decisions. Because before we put this yesterday, we asked him, Chris, can we do this? And he said yes.
Is Chris the team? Where is he? Or are we
He's
the
the team leader.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Do we
keep the thing that we
Yeah,
came
we
up
keep
with?
it. We damn well keep it.
Okay, please go tell those guys. You need to tell your team.
Chris is beginning to get very emotional and is not really listening to his teammates. Not a good business strategy, Chris.
The teams, guys.
He says we keep the tent.
Yeah.
Kenza, if actually we keep the tent, then let's keep the tent.
No, I mean, you know what? No, listen. Asimiega, he's the project leader.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he's keeping the tent, then that's it.
Zip tying mesh to a frame. That's all you guys effectively did. You didn't even weld the axles yourselves. For instance, this is staying the way we put it up because that's the only way this thing is going to work. You didn't even bother making the effort of fitting the panels or getting the bins sorted out.
Listen, fitting the panels, I mean, having to transport those panels would have been...
That's no way to speak to members of your team.
You should have said.
Yeah, I should have. I tried to, but you guys changed the plan every single
I
time.
spoke to them. So you guys said you're not coming because it's in the afternoon.
Because it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you could not keep the 9 o'clock appointment to pick up the frame.
We would have made a plan for you to come back.
Get out of my sight, mate.
We would have made a plan for you to come back here. You didn't want to go because you know you wanted to sit here or do whatever.
Ask what?
For what needs
Why
to be
does
done?
the pop rivet gun not work? Why do the measurements not add up?
The pop rivet gun doesn't work because it worked.
So how the hell did you expect us to do it if you knew the pop rivet gun didn't work?
You said yesterday you got a gun. That's what he said yesterday. I don't ask him.
Do you have a pop rivet gun? You said yes. I asked, do you have a drill? You said yes.
Why are you not controlling your team?
What you want?
That's right. Just don't even bother showing up at the challenge today. Just go entertain yourself like I'm pretty damn sure you did last night.
Both teams make their way to collect a can in Johannesburg South for the test day. Each team will have to select a single member to run the test. That member will have to fill the vehicle with as many cans as possible and then race around a predetermined path. They will be graded on the weight of cans carried and the speed they completed. Time starts once they begin packing cans.
Come on, Rocky, you can do it! You can do it!
Newton's fourth wait patiently while Letsatsi gets first run.
Oh, he's like a machine!
You're doing great, man. You're doing great.
Then some, and then some!
How dare you not shift on me?
Things are falling apart now.
Let's see.
That's what substandard manufacturing can do. You should have really monitored your team better, Chris. No other teammates can assist them during the test run.
Inside. We'll just drag it.
Move.
Make it move.
Oh, sorry, man, I'm not going to drag something. Axles are gone. It's absolutely a nightmare. Can't steer it at all. I think it's over.
Not so excited about the task now, are you, Chris?
Challenging.
That's unfortunately a tough one. Axle went, steering went, so, you know, what you gonna do?
And now, Newton's fourth.
Nice. That's a crush can. How many, man?
Go, 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 go!
Now that's how you support your team, guys.
Minutes to go.
I think we go downhill.
Yeah.
And then sideways, and then I pull it up.
Okay.
My legs are finished, man.
Cam, don't worry, walk it, bro. Walk.
I exerted a lot of energy.
Well, walk it a little bit. Walk, you can run downhill or something.
Yeah, it's downhill.
Great. Great, boss. Shaka, bro.
Take out.
See? Now that's a clever design. If the bike fails, you can simply unhook and pull.
Go ahead.
Well done, Jared.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Well, it's evident that they took us to the cleaners. So for that, I'll enjoy my humble pie. Just for now.
First of entrepreneurship.
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business. Remember, you can stand a chance to win a Google Nexus 7 tablet by simply SMSing your name, number, and answer of the following question to 33614. Each week, one lucky winner will be selected, so SMS now. All entries will go into the grand prize draw, where you can stand the chance to win a Chevrolet Spark. The next morning, both teams make their way to the boardroom to face the members of the board.
Morning, guys. We take the opportunity to introduce Elisma Nolte, who is the Country Marketing Manager for Google. You may begin your presentation.
Today I'll be presenting the results from our Collector Can initiative. We began by conducting research on the market to understand the individuals, but also the potential business opportunities that would be open to them. The product we created consisted of a cart with collapsible sides, which can be attached to a bicycle. We put a can crushing mechanism to maximize the space usage. It's also very effective as an advertising tool. The sides were developed so that you can place advertising banners. The broader application of the product means that we've created something that can empower people, something that can change lives. Thanks.
Great presentation. If you could just give us a sense as to how involved were the informal recyclers in guiding what would be of use to them.
We went to the manufacturer and we actually stopped. We as part of our expense, we paid the lady, who was informal recycler to sit with us, through the manufacturing process.
And what did each one of you as a team contribute towards the completion of the task?
2 people were doing the market research, which was me and Sanele.
Zama and I had to look at what other people use, especially in densely populated countries. So I'm more of the practical kind of guy. So they did the research, and me and Iftika, we analyzed that to what we want to achieve with the task that we were given.
Was one of the things that they said, like, we would actually really like to make extra money from this vehicle, and therefore you had the advertising, or is this something that you thought would be a good idea?
There's many small businesses in the area that would want to get their name out there. So it makes sense for somebody transporting cans or vegetables or whatever it is, driving around an area, carrying these branding around to just earn a little bit of extra money.
And I think that's actually what I liked about how they approached the assignment, is to go beyond the brief. Because people who would be in this market, the informal recyclers, would probably not really have the capacity to think about what else, how can they leverage what they're already doing. And I think that's the contribution that this team was able to make, which is an interesting approach.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You may begin.
I'd like the judges to meet Mokatana. This is the world he operates in, a world filled of many competitors. As a Tati Inc., we found ways to help them. Problems such as speed of his trailer, capacity of that trailer, safety regarding where he travels with this trailer, and also he has a problem with shelter. The solution: we decided we needed an element that could give him some sort of speed. We then used aluminium to build our trailer because it's the lightest form of material. We then developed a trailer that has a volume of 3 cubic meters. In the trailer, we incorporate 2 bins. We then also built can crusher. This can crusher can crush 6 cans at a time. Another form of innovation that we incorporated is advertising space. And the best part of our innovation is the fact that our trailer can be converted into some sort of shelter, some sort of housing, which explains why we made it as big as we did. This full package will give him what he needs and requires to live a fruitful and profitable lifetime. Thank you.
Wow, well done. Can you take us through the process of you getting to identifying the added value? Because you've got a lot of things that are as an added value to what a recycler would do.
One of the guys led us to the park where a whole lot of the recyclers sleep. So we went there and interviewed about 5 of them, and that's how we gathered the information that we needed.
All of these guys are homeless and they severe, very tough circumstances where they live. So if he's out in the cold and he's sick, he won't be productive the next day, which is why we decided to put a tarp over it and have a sleeping bag in there and build him a house, a mobile house.
Interesting that you came up with what I think is a very innovative idea. But I mean, proof of it is that it doesn't work, as you witnessed in your challenge. Why do you think it didn't work? It didn't hold together?
I would say it was because of the time factor, and also that the trailer itself was constructed by the members here. We did not outsource it to an engineering firm.
You actually gave up on the exercise. So can you just help me understand, because I was not on site?
Yes, I can help you understand that. I was the person pulling the trailer. We hit a couple of snags with the tarp getting stuck in the wheels several times. The joints used to secure the bicycle to the frame did give in. And at some point, the wheels buckled in completely, and it was next to impossible to actually get it moving.
How would you say you worked as a team?
From the onset, we worked very well. At some point in time, it fell apart, and that's where the problem started.
So
but
just tell us more about why it fell apart and what problems that led to.
When we did the planning, the ladies had to take care of the branding, and we had to take care of the construction and all that. And our team leader then jumped to join the ladies, we were then left with Deboho.
Pardon me, if I may. The reason for changing that specific day's travel arrangement, because I was in charge of building the can crusher, which meant I had to go to an opposite side of town, and we also needed to get the bicycle sorted out so that we had a mode of transport. And that's where I came in while the ladies did our branding and the peripherals that went along with that.
I feel a little offended that you assigned the ladies to do what you call the peripheral stuff. So why didn't you do the branding stuff and let them do the building stuff?
What you see there, besides the frame and the axle, Tapiso and I put together. The reality is we didn't have the bins. We needed to deliver on a product, and we saw that something had to be done.
We were under the impression that the guys were on it, and we called them many times because we were communicating with each other, asking how's the progress, should we come through to where you guys are. These are the words. It's a matter of taking this and putting that. That's simple. So we thought Tebogo's in construction, Togozo does mobile units, and when this came at 2 o'clock in the morning, we were puzzled because it wasn't what we expected. And Adele and I got on it, and we made sure that we had some sort of structure to put cans inside, because we were going to rock up there with nothing to put cans inside, and it was going to be an epic fail.
Just heard something there, because you are in mobile units. So what learning did you bring from your business to this project?
In terms of the design, the planning, the specifics.
Anything else?
I just want to say, well done. I think there's a lot of thought that went into that. I really liked that you started with the pain point and you worked from there and addressed that. I really loved what I saw there about the product, but when I listen to you guys, what I'm really hearing is, as a team, mostly there's a lot of blame going on around here from one person to the other, and we haven't even spent that much time really talking about the product. I think about 50% of what I heard here was someone blaming someone else for something that didn't get done.
So what are your general thoughts, Elisma?
Guys, mine is just to really give you an overall feedback. And I think it's very important to highlight two things. One is, when we give you a task, we always tell you what the deliverables that we're looking for are. But secondly, we expect of you to stick to the brief. Both teams had gone an extra mile, and there's nothing wrong with that, but as long as you first deliver on what the brief has asked of you. So the assignment is about X, deliver X, and then when you have time, you can go and deliver X plus 1 plus 2 plus 3.
In terms of the blue chip, Sanele, you are the blue chip of this episode. Sanele, the judges felt that you really played a very supportive role to your team, and you really helped pull the team together. And they always also felt that you gave critical input to almost every big decision that needed to be made. So congratulations, you will have an advantage in the next challenge, which will be a challenge set by Google. So we look really forward to seeing how you perform on that one.
Well done. Thank you.
Then to the teams, particularly with respect to the testing of the solution, as well as the completion of the assignment, is, of course, Newton's fourth.
Congratulations to you guys. You may leave the room. Guys, really the reason why you find yourselves in this position, you had a very brilliant idea, but the execution was bad. You did not work as a team. You did not support each other as a team. You also prioritized things that were not part of the assignment. That was not what we asked you to do.
The disappointment for me is the fact that you had an expert in your team. So you had an advantage that the other team did not have. There's absolutely no excuse why you should not have been the winning team.
No, absolutely. I mean, to Ezra's point of a lot of value out there, I really enjoyed some of the ideas, but I felt you were a little bit all over the place, and we see this in real life all the time, right? Products with a million bells and whistles and added value that you get, but ultimately, if your core product doesn't work, then you're going to lose your user.
So the two people that are up for review are Chris Muller, please step forward, and Togozo, please step forward. The rest of you guys may go back to the house. Ntokozo, as an expert on mobile units, this should have been a walk in the park for you. I'm disappointed that you've not been able to bring your expertise to the fore. And Chris, as a leader, I expected you to be able to coordinate the efforts and the skills of your team. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to tell us, as adjudicators, why we should still keep you in the show.
I feel I should still be in the show because from the planning, implementation and execution, I was 100% involved. I did steer the team in the right direction because I saw that we were losing course and I made sure that we are in the right track. Hence, we had a trail at the end.
Thank you. Chris?
Commenting on the poor leadership, because it is a complicated task and we had limited time, as is always the case. You rely on your team to deliver the goods, especially because the area that they are working in is their area of expertise. I put my trust in our product. That's why I was the one demonstrating the practical side of it. My defense, I really don't think there was any lack of leadership whatsoever. There were always tabs on everyone at any given time.
Sometimes our perception of our contribution is very different from how it's perceived by everyone else.
I understand that.
The comments that we use
Yes.
to reach this decision is based on your team members and how you were
Yes,
ranked
ma'am.
by your team members. So you just need to be aware of that.
I am, thank you.
Who stays? Who goes? Tune in next week to find out. The Big Break Legacy.